What's up, guys? It's Sunday. Just been back for a few hours back home from traveling, so I figured I'd make this quick video for some of you, um, and help you guys get started with everything. So pretty much this video is going to be on how to get started with trading stocks, since a lot of you guys are new and just now starting out. So I'm gonna try to make this video quick and simple, so that a lot of you can kind of get started with everything. So basically what it comes down to, you're going to need two things. I like to break it down to. You're going to need to, one, have a little bit of knowledge. Two, pretty much have the right tools. And so I'll break down those two sections. When it comes down to the knowledge of it, you don't really need to be like too detailed just to get started. Your knowledge will increase over time as you're trading more and start to develop a strategy as far as what what's your best points of view trading. But you do need to know a little bit of basic knowledge. For example, like at least what is a stock. You'd be surprised how many people trade and don't even know what that is. But know what a stock is, and just basically learn how to execute your tools that you'll have to be able to do it. So let's kind of first start with that. With knowing what a stock is, basically it's just buying shares in a company, point blank period. You probably heard the term buy low, sell high kind of thing. That's what you do. You're buying stock at one price point, selling at another. Hopefully it's for a gain. So basically that's what you're doing there. You need to at least know that that's what trading consists of. Now, as far as like other knowledge that you'll need to find out first and foremost, if you want to do trading, what type of trader you're going to be. There's different types of traders, so you're going to figure out what kind of trader you either are or want to be, and that's going to help you determine what your trading strategy is going to be. Now, the type of traders that there are, they're kind of bring it down into simple terms. There's investors, there's swing traders, and then there's day traders. Me, I'm a day trader. But let me kind of break down those categories. An investor is someone who sees potential in a company, planning on holding that stock or shares in that company for a very, very long time. With the idea that the company's going to grow, which is what a lot of people who start out with stocks do. They just invest. That's how I started too. Like I bought Facebook when it IPO'd. I bought a lot of companies when they IPO, just knowing that they're gonna grow over time. I still hold my Facebook shares as well too. But that's simply what an investor is: someone who's purchasing a company, expecting it to grow for a long, long time. Okay. If you're just starting out, that might be something to be good in. Find a company that you like, buy some shares in it, just kind of get your foot in the door, practice it, and just buying it. Swing traders are traders who hold stock, but not for very long. They might hold it for maybe a day or two, sometimes weeks on end, with the potential of having the stock grow. They're usually holding it overnight. You'll see people do swing trades, which is like overnight trade, some for days, and like I said, some for weeks. But that's pretty much what a swing trader is. Okay. I don't swing. If you're just now starting out, swing trading would be really good to do. That way you can practice how to read charts and what to expect with stocks, and not have such a quick impact on you. That would be something good to start out with. I did start swing trading before I started doing day trading. It kind of went from being an investor to a swing trader to day trading. So swing trading is good to kind of start out with, if you're just now getting into trading stocks. Okay. So that's what swing trading is. It'll help you with reading charts on a longer time frame. Then day trading, again, which is what I do, and it's what the alerts consist of, because the stocks and the alerts, they're not ones you want to probably hold for a long period of time. The stocks we trade they're crap stocks. I mean, for the most part. Every now and then you get some that run really, really well and do really good, but these aren't stocks you want to hold on to that are in the alerts. You want to get in, get out, and that's it. Get the meter to move and move on to the next one. Cut your losses if you have them. It's pretty simple. Okay. Now with day trading, in fact, with day trading and swing trading, there's different types of traders who do that. Some people might trade options. Some people trade forex or commodities. We do stocks. Okay. I mean, I trade forex. You know, I dabble in Bitcoin a little bit. Um, Whole other subject. We'll touch on that later. But anyways, we do stocks here. We don't do commodities or options. I'll probably look into doing options later on. But if you're new, options will be appealing to you because of the high risk and high reward that comes with it. But if you're starting out, if you can't trade stocks, you can't trade options. Point blank period. I mean, you can try. I mean, some people have been successful with it, but you probably want to start with stocks and then move your way into doing options. Um, but we're sticking with stocks here. So that's pretty much what you need to know to get started. What type of trader you're going to be. And that's going to be determined on what kind of fits your lifestyle. Some people can only trade in the morning. Some people can, trade one day and then come back and look at it another day. Decide what type of trader you're going to be and what might best fit you. If you don't really have an idea, you can ask me, message me. I'll try to give you some pointers. But decide what type of trader you want to be. That's going to be key. Okay. Next is the tools of what you're going to need. Okay. So first and foremost, in order to trade, once you kind of got a little bit of knowledge and know what you want to do, you need to find a broker. Okay. Now your broker is going to consist of what type of trader you're going to be. Each broker has its advantages and disadvantages. None of them are all the same. Okay. Now, the reason why I recommend Webull, and I'll put a link in there for you guys as well too, and it should be in the chat room. If you're already in the chat room, you should see it there too. But it's also on the Facebook page. But Webull, I recommend for people because it gives you access to full hours. Okay. You're not limited to the PDT rule. Excuse me, just got through eating. You're not limited to the PDT rule, which is the pattern day trading rule. If you have a cash account, on margin you can't. On margin you're going to be subject to it, but do a cash account, especially if you're starting out. Okay, Webull is going to be the best because of the hours. Moomoo is pretty good as well too. They have the same hours as Webull, so those two I would probably recommend as well. There's TOS, which is good. That's Thinkorswim by TD Ameritrade. They have great charts. But let's kind of take a step back and go over the brokers. Okay, now there's different type of brokers. And there's full service brokers, which will deal with not only trading stocks, they also deal with like investing and Roth IRAs and tax things, stuff like that. They do full service for your financial needs. These will be brokers like Fidelity, E-Trade, Charles Schwab, Ally Investing. I mean, there's a lot of full service brokers out there. I personally have E-Trade and Fidelity, but again, I use that broker for my long-term stocks. That's just me. Some people use them for, other things, but they're a full service broker. Okay. Then there's discounted brokers. That'll be brokers like Robinhood or Webull, Moomoo, and a few other ones where they have like zero commission. I mean, some full service brokers have zero commission as well too, but these brokers they'll have zero commission, other different things like that, that makes them discounted brokers. So those are ones that I recommend using for day trading. I use Webull on a daily basis for trading, Moomoo as well too. Whenever I'm out of trades to do for the cash account, because even with the cash account, you got to wait for it to settle. Whole other subject. We'll talk about that later. But those are two different types of brokers. Then there's also the online brokers. There's ones like Lightspeed, Interactive Brokers, TradeStation. Now those are really good brokers for people that day trade consistently. CMEG is another good one too. They're an offshore broker. With them, you're not subject to the PDT rule, which is pretty cool. We'll talk about that later too. But anyways, online brokers like those are good too, especially for day trading. But their systems can be a little bit more complicated to use versus something like Webull or Robinhood. So if you're a beginner, probably don't want to use one of those kind of brokers. You want to wait until you get the hang of doing it with a discounted broker, and then you can start looking into different features. Okay, so I'll put a link in there for those brokers for you guys. They're also on the website as well too, at travelingtrading.com, where you can take a look at the different brokers on there too. Not all of them are listed, just a few of them for you to get familiar with. But that's it. Those are the two things you're gonna need: a little bit of knowledge on what a stock is, and then your brokers. You're gonna need a broker to be able to execute your trades. Now, your brokers are going to have like different features, like I said, that'll give you different advantages, and we'll talk about those for you guys in the chat room a little bit later on. But yeah, that's it. Pretty simple. A little bit of knowledge, what a stock is, and get a broker that you like. Again, I recommended those because they're cheap and you ain't got to get charged commission for doing trades like we used to back in the day. So that's pretty much it. You guys can stick around. I got some more stuff coming up for you guys in the chat. For those of you that aren't, still hang around. We're still giving out some tips and tricks and stuff too. But yeah, more to come. Gonna get this watch list ready for you guys, so we can have a great day tomorrow. Get everything started off right, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya.